Welcome to our session on the digital euro. We're diving deep into how this new form of central bank digital currency might reshape the financial system.
I'm really excited about that. So, what's the big idea behind a digital euro?
Well, it's essentially digital cash, but it's issued by the euro system, the ECB, and the national central banks, making it fully backed by central bank money. It's
Interesting.
designed to coexist with traditional banknotes, offering a secure, reliable, and accessible digital payment option to everyone.
Right. So, it's not about replacing cash completely, but more about providing an appealing digital alternative that maintains monetary sovereignty.
Exactly. Think of it like this. While cash is dwindling in usage, electronic payments are booming. A digital euro is an answer to that shift, ensuring everyone has free access to safe and trusted means of payment in this digital era.
And the timing here is crucial, right? With digital transactions booming over the past decade, central banks, especially around Europe, need to catch up with this trend.
Right. The research goes back for a while. The first steps towards a CBDC, or central bank digital currency, were already seen with efforts like the Bank of England's exploration back in
True.
2014. So the digital euro is a natural evolution in that ongoing experiment.
So, how is this project structured? Is it like those cryptocurrencies we see, say, Bitcoin or something else entirely?
Great question. There's a common misconception that it's based on blockchain or distributed ledger technology, DLT, in the same way that Bitcoin operates. But it's actually quite different. While DLTs, including blockchain, offer a strong technological foundation, it's like a super robust base. The digital euro would be permissioned, with centralized oversight by the central banks.
Got it. So, in other words, we're not talking about decentralized anonymous networks, but rather something that balances transparency with regulatory control.
Exactly. The Digital Euro project aims to combine the best of both worlds. It leverages DLT for efficiency and security, while ensuring the central authority can maintain oversight and control, especially regarding privacy and monetary policy.
Speaking of efficiency, what are some of the potential gains here?
Oh, there are some pretty compelling advantages. For instance, the implementation of smart contracts could facilitate not just peer-to-peer payments, but also machine-to-machine transactions. Imagine your car
Right,
or
like
fridge
IoT devices, yes?
making a pay-per-use transaction automatically.
That sounds futuristic. Machines handling their own payments.
Exactly. And beyond that, efficiency gains are huge for cross-border payments too. Cross-border transactions today can be slow and expensive, like transfers can take up to 10 days and cost a significant percentage. A digital euro could streamline this massively, reducing overhead and speeding up settlements.
But I wonder, isn't there a risk that such efficiency could disrupt the current banking systems?
Absolutely. And that's one of the major risks discussed. The digital euro may draw payment activities away from traditional banks. If people start transferring funds massively from commercial banks to a digital euro account at the central bank, it could destabilize bank financing and reduce lending.
Yeah, that sounds like a double-edged sword. Yeah, I mean, while it promotes financial inclusion and ease of payment, there's also a risk of a so-called digital run during crisis times, right?
Exactly. In times of uncertainty, having a highly liquid digital euro might encourage individuals to shift their money from commercial banks, potentially straining the entire financial intermediation system.
And what about cybersecurity? With everything going digital, isn't that a huge concern?
Oh, for sure. Cybersecurity is paramount. Since transactions would be maintained across multiple nodes, a distributed ledger enhances resistance to manipulation and hacking.
Security is
But
critical.
at the same time, the centralized oversight means that if a breach were to happen, it could have widespread implications.
So there's a fine line between efficiency and exposure to cyber threats.
Exactly. And the project's progress reports detail extensive measures to safeguard user data along with privacy enhancements, which is crucial in this digital age.
Speaking of reports, can you shed some light on the progress the ECB has made?
Sure. The ECB, through a series of progress reports starting in 2021, has been exploring design options, validating payment mechanisms, and engaging stakeholders.
Right, I recall that there
They've
were
tackled
4
everything
reports,
from
correct?
technical prototypes to legal frameworks, aiming to ensure that the digital euro is both user-friendly and secure.
And they even detailed things like onboarding processes and controlled issuance to protect privacy, while making sure that intermediaries handle user interactions.
Yes, that's exactly right. The oversight is structured so that intermediaries, like banks, manage customer-facing operations, while the central bank maintains a hands-off approach regarding personal data processing.
That may help balance privacy concerns with regulatory necessities. But here's a thought. Wouldn't it be better to have a more decentralized system to mitigate systemic risk?
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, indeed.
But the central bank DLT system is intentionally designed to be permissioned. This controlled setup ensures compliance and allows intervention if needed, unlike fully decentralized networks, which can be more volatile and harder to regulate.
So, you're saying that central banks are deliberately choosing a more controlled approach to avoid the pitfalls of over-reliance on decentralized models as seen in Bitcoin?
Exactly. While decentralization offers benefits, like resistance to manipulation, central banks need to maintain monetary control and protect the integrity of the financial system. It's like hiring a security guard rather than leaving the door wide open for everyone.
That's a neat analogy. Now, shifting gears a bit, what do you think about the role of stablecoins in this space? There are several euro-backed stablecoins like Tether's EURT out there.
Yes. Stablecoins are a whole different ballgame. They are pegged to the euro and are designed for quick digital transactions. But there are vulnerabilities, such as depegging events if reserves are insufficient. The digital euro, being a sovereign asset backed by the ECB, promises a level of stability that stablecoins might lack due to regulatory and operational uncertainties.
That makes sense. The reputation and guarantees behind a central bank-issued digital currency seem to be a strong counter to the more market-driven stablecoins.
Precisely. Plus, it offers a balancing act between fintech innovation and the reliability of state-issued money. But looking ahead, the bigger challenge is how such innovations will impact international monetary dynamics.
You're referring to the possibility of the digital euro encouraging cross-border transactions and maybe even shifting global reserve currencies?
Correct. A digital euro that's accessible to non-residents could become an attractive safe haven for cross-border
Right,
transactions.
though that also means heightened
It's a
exchange rate
double-edged
volatility if not
On
controlled
one
properly.
hand, improved efficiency and reduced costs. On the other, the risk of amplifying international shocks if investors move in and out too rapidly.
It sounds like there's a lot of potential for positive change, but also a fair share of risks that need meticulous management.
Absolutely. And that's why the Digital Euro project includes extensive risk management strategies and is progressing cautiously. The plan is to roll it out in a measured, trial-based approach rather than an all-at-once launch.
And now that the ECB's Governing Council has moved into the preparation phase, we're looking at a potential launch around 2026, right?
Yes, starting from November 2023 for the 2-year preparation phase. During this time, they'll finalize rules, select development partners, and conduct rigorous testing, all while waiting for the European legislative processes to conclude.
The structured approach gives some comfort, knowing that security, privacy, and financial stability are being prioritized at every step.
Exactly. It's a balancing act. Foster innovation and efficiency while ensuring that the backbone of the financial system remains robust and resilient.
Indeed, that's crucial. One more thing. Do you think the digital euro could spark broader discussions about global monetary systems?
Definitely. The digital euro is not just about Europe. It could influence global payment infrastructures and even how other regions approach their own CBDCs.
Yeah, it's like setting new standards.
It's an exciting time where traditional monetary policies are being rethought in light of technological innovation.
Well, it's fascinating to see how a concept rooted in historical monetary evolution is now stepping into the digital frontier with all these nuanced challenges and opportunities.
Absolutely. The future holds a delicate dance between innovation and regulation. And as we see development progressing, there's no doubt this digital euro could redefine how money works both domestically and internationally.
I'm looking forward to seeing how these dynamics unfold. Thanks for the insightful breakdown.
My pleasure. It's an evolving story that we'll definitely be following closely.